Hello students, let's now explore the Greenfoot. Okay, so you should be already downloading and installing Greenfoot, whether you're using the remote desktop or whether you have installed Greenfoot in your own computer. So I have installed Greenfoot on my computer and I'm going to click on the Greenfoot and it's starting up. So this is what you see. You will see a scenario here. You will see the world, my world, actor, and so on and so forth. So when we click on the scenario, I want you to click on the scenario and you will click on the open. So this is where you should have already downloaded today's stuff from Schoology and saved it into your own folder. If you have a remote desktop access, then you should be saving this into your H drive. All right. So you have here, I saved it nicely and neatly into folders, and I'm looking at leaves and wombats for now, as I explained. So you would just select leaves and wombats. Don't double click on it, like just now how I did it. Just highlight it and then say select folder. Okay, so let's say let's let it update its code. So there you go. So this is what you get. All right, now we need to play around with this. So how do we do that? For you, there is a guidance. You should also be downloading a PowerPoint from the Schoology, so which will help you through the whole thing. So getting started, it'll explain that this is the class diagram, and actually the class diagram actually explains everything for you. The subclasses wombat and leaf are the subclasses of actor, meaning actor is a superclass. Superclass and the subclass, the child class, all these are part of the inheritance of the object-oriented programming. You don't have to worry about it right now. Just know that there is a parent class and there is a child class. For now, we are just trying to get used to the Greenfoot IDE. All right, so this is the world. We can actually set the background. We can execute a lot of controls. We can actually hard code everything out. It actually can do that for us too. So all these things are part of this lesson. So here we'll see that there is a way you can actually open and put things on the background and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we have, so here this is an actor, there is a leaf, there is a wombat. You can right click on it and actually you can say new wombat, and you can actually click and place it in the place where you want it. Just like that, you can do with the leaf also. Right click on it and place the leaf, right? So that's how you actually add things and so on and so forth. You can actually even open the editor and actually hard code it. So if you see there is already certain code written for you. You don't have to do everything from scratch. And that's the reason why you're able to at least see all those things. Okay, this looks all way too confusing or maybe a little overwhelming for you at this point, but I'm just showing that yes, you can do stuff like that. Okay, and you can actually set the direction. You can see how many leaves were eaten or not. You can even give the directions for the wombat. That's how it's extending actor. If you see that, it's extending actor. So I don't want to go in much detail here. We'll say close for now. But now you just need to know and play around this tool here. Okay, and the PowerPoint will help you to do so. So you're dragging to the world all these things. You can even act. The first exercise is to add leaves at a certain point. By the way, the environment, the graphics here, the background here, it starts at 0, 0, just like how we did in Jeru. The origin is at this upper left corner, right? This is the horizontal and vertical thing. So you can actually even invoke the move method. Our idea is to go over all these methods. You can actually invoke the move methods. You can by right clicking on the wombat. So let's do that. You can right click here and you see the move here, and it'll move one place. You can even further make it move and actually make it, it is asking which object, because there are two objects in this place. So which object? Still wombat, and I want it to eat the leaf, and it actually ate the leaf. So those are the things that you could do here. You can move, can the Boolean move? That's another Boolean. Yes or no kind of answer for that method. So I would like you to play around and try out all these methods. Okay, that's the idea. And let's see what return methods. It's return types. That's the next one. So here, just like how I told you, it cannot move. So when we do that, it'll ask it's true because there is nothing objecting the way of the wombat, right? So it can move, so it is going to return you true, right? So that's the thing. And test if we can move forward. So I want you to do this. So it is still giving some explanation on that, I guess. Okay, here, get leaves eaten. How many leaves it has eaten? So let's try that out. So get leaves eaten. So far, tell how many leaves we have eaten. We just saw that it ate one, so that's the reason why it is returning one. Okay, so how do we know if it is returning a value? You see that int get leaves, the word int in front of the method name is giving you the return. It is not a void return. If it were void, then there is no returning, right? So int is being returned. So earlier when we tried the Boolean, found leaf, no, but here the Boolean is the return method, right? Return parameters, so Boolean. It is returning false one now because there is no leaf in the same cell as it is. So that's the thing, and then the parameters. So here, what parameters should we use, or what parameters are being returned? Here int is being returned, right? So that's the thing. Void set direction. So void, you're not returning anything here. We're actually asking it to do something. We want to set direction. Okay, so let's try that. So if we want to set direction, we need to tell the wombat which direction it has to turn around. So here east, west, north, south, but here if you see, it is saying from 0 to 3. You see 0 ellipsis 3. So if you actually remember in the editor, when you opened it, we set east as 0, west as 1, north as 2, and south as 3. So that's what it means. So these are the directions it moves, and the default direction in the constructor, this is the constructor, isn't it? Default direction in the constructor is east. So when the object is created, the constructor is triggered, and whatever is in the constructor is going to be placed on those attributes are given to the object, right? That's the purpose of the constructor. So the default direction that it's going to be is east. So it's going to be here, east direction. So we want to change that, right? We have to, each time have to close it. So go to Greenfoot and then, here. So here, set direction. Let's say we'll do 4 here, right? So, and now, did it do anything? set direction. Okay, let's say 2. There you go. It changed its direction, right? So that's one thing. And like so, I want you to explore. So set direction. So it changed direction. It's going to tell you which direction. So this is an easy way to tell. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So which directions? 0, 1, 2, 3. That's how it goes. East, west, north, south. All right. That's the... And here's the direction. If you say 100, it doesn't say anything because it only 4 numbers are defined for this, as we have seen before. So if you say 100, it will not do anything. Even this, it will return an error, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what about these things at the bottom of the Greenfoot? Let me actually show these. So act is, it just does the action one time. So the previous command was to change, move, right? So it is moving. But if you ask it to run, it keeps on going until we ask it to pause, right? And reset is where it's gone to the original default scenario, right? So that's a thing. And so moves to the leaves. So yeah, so several are opened up. I believe if you actually present this, you will see. There you go. Wombats move towards the leaves. The act execution affects all the wombats, runs around the edge of the world, and so on. So basically, act method. Let's look at the act method, okay? Let's look at the act method. What does the act method do? So we'll go to the editor and we'll see the act. So in this act, do whatever the wombat likes. We can add more code into it as we go. We can actually edit inside. So we are just learning what are the default things that are there in the act method. If found leaf, eat the leaf. Else, if it can move, then move. Else, if it is else, just turn left. That is the act method. Okay, that's what it is. So whenever this act method is called upon, that's what it does. So that act is where is it found? It is found here. This is what it does. But first we have to create a new wombat, isn't it? I will create several if I want to. And I will also create more leaves. Okay, so now act method, it went, it'll go. So the first wombat had a leaf, immediately it ate the leaf. And the second wombat did not have a leaf, so it did not wait for eating, and that's why it is ahead. See, 2 things are happening at the same time. Now they changed the direction also, and they're just overlapping each other. But you see what is happening? So that's the act method, okay? If you're sitting on the leaf, eat the leaf. Otherwise, if we can move out, move out. Otherwise, turn left, right? That's what is there in the act method. So this is it, my dears. This is what I want you to do. And you can actually even go for the asteroids. I want you to explore the asteroids all by yourself. It'll be helpful. All right. And I'll see you next time in the next class. Thank you for watching.